I do have to ask too, I'd love to get Matt and Trey here, but until that time, as outrageously funny as that game is, and so there are scenes in that game where I was just shocked that it was Was there other ridiculous things that hit the cutting room floor for one reason or another?
I don't know, but I should say this one, but I'll say it anyways. So there was a boss fight with Paris Hilton at one point, and her boss attack was the Vag Blast. And that was, however you're picturing it in your head, that's it. So there were things like that. And that was, I think a lot of it is Trey has so many amazing, cool, that one I think was ours. But I think that the Trey has so many ideas and I think that, when we say we made a game, we made 4 games and you got a quarter, and that's not like we had 400% of a game and in the last month we cut it. That's not what it is. It's just as we were making the game, we realized a whole tree, crazy huge tree house that had a whole LARP quest, and it kind of taught you how to play the game and all that kind of stuff. And it made sense at one point, and then Trey was looking at it, and rightfully so, he said, look, but in the backyard they don't have a tree that's like 19 screens, and so while it felt right at the beginning, and then that turned into what was the backyard eventually, and which was more kind of just what kids would make, not this weirdly realized giant treehouse.
So why does the Paris Hilton hit the cutting room floor?
I don't even remember. I'm sorry. It was so long.
Is it legal?
It was so long ago. I think it did. I think the level that it made sense for got changed a lot, and I think that, and I think that we were also, what was interesting, and it doesn't matter now, but what was interesting when we first started the game, it's going to sound so weirdly legal, but is that the First Amendment actually didn't cover video games. So basically in libel and slander and protection of speech did not actually cover video games very well. It still covered print and TV. Yeah. So what they could do actually on the TV show, we couldn't do in games necessarily. And so now that's been changed. I mean, there's a court case and everything like that. So we had to be more careful in the game about things like that than we would now actually.